Get them out, hold them up. It's the sideline where we take you in and out of the huddle, on and off the court, in and out of the locker room, and everything in between is beautiful Indian River County. Jason's out for this segment, has to go do something, but I'm here with Holden Chris from the Indian River County shooting range, and so we're going to talk about a lot of people out there into their guns and recreational shooting. I know my son is. I mean, he's gone up there, so I want to start there. What kind of programs do you have for kids or people that maybe don't even have a gun, just want to go up there and maybe shoot or learn to shoot?
Well, first off, let's talk about the kids.
Okay.
We have a great cooperative effort with 4-H here in town, and they do a wonderful job. They have a shooting sports club, and the kids can join that club and they learn rifle, pistol, shotgun, all that good stuff. Archery, they do everything. So I suggest that you contact us at the range and we can give you the information on the 4-H Shooting Sports Club and get involved with those kids. But we also have other groups that come out and use the range all the time. You were asking about what after that?
Oh, just what kind? I said you have these programs, and let's say someone doesn't have a gun and they want to come up and learn how to shoot.
Sure.
You have stuff for people like that as well.
Right. We have 22 rifles that we loan out. We just have to buy some ammo and a range pass. And we have shotguns to loan out if you want to shoot the clays down at the shotgun facility, which is going to be huge in the future.
Yeah, you said you're redoing the clay area,
well, we're
the shooting.
Building as big as the rifle and pistol range. If you've ever been out there,
yeah, it's pretty big.
The shotgun area is becoming even bigger. It's going to be a bigger facility, almost upon itself. It's going to have rifle, pistol, skeet trap, sporting clays, 5-stand, and probably a crazy quail, and a nice clubhouse down there where we're going to do classes, like 100 classes that we offer each month at the range. So that's going to be a great big facility opening. It's going to be open 5 days a week. I mean, it's a great way to come out and spend an afternoon or late in the afternoon, just break some clays, or in the morning. Good time together.
All right, now let's say I'm new to the area and I want to come shoot some guns, and I come up there. What's the procedure? What do you have to do? How do you get registered and all that kind of stuff?
Okay, you walk in the front door, there's a gentleman or a lady at the counter. They're going to issue a copy of the rules, and they're going to go over the rules with you. You're going to be issued a little waiver card that matches up with your name and a number that we have at the range. In fact, I was telling you earlier, we've been open since April 2001, and we have 97,000 registered shooters. Almost going to be 100. Probably by our 15th birthday, we'll have 100,000 registered shooters using the shooting range.
Using the Indian River County shooting range.
Yes, and they're coming from everywhere. A lot of them are county residents. We figured 35 to 40,000, maybe even more, that are actually county residents. And then we have people coming from all the different counties around us, because this range, this whole facility is unique. Nobody has a public range like this anywhere in this part of the state.
Now, when did you become involved in it?
I came up from Broward County. I ran a big range for Broward County called Markham Park. And I came up here in 2001 to open this facility. And it's been a labor of love. It's been a lot of fun. And it's served the public, but it's been a great asset to the county because it's unique. Last year we brought in this Industry Masters. We're looking for other large events, corporate events and things like that. And we're finally ready to get into all these special events and activities and things like that. Coming up really shortly, in the next few weeks, we have the Sunshine State Games.
Okay.
We have 3 different events going on with that.
Now, the Sunshine State Games, that's open to all age levels, or is this different than like the police thing when they have those police Olympics that come through here?
We did have the police Olympics, police and firefighter Olympics several times at the range, but this time it's the state games, which is like New York has the Empire State Games.
Right.
It's their state games. So this year we have a combat pistol match, which is basically an NRA bullseye pistol match, and then the other one is PPC. Which is like bullseye match, and that's another NRA type of match that we're having. And we're also doing what's called a rimfire challenge, which is kind of cool. And that's steel plates with timers, and you actually go bang, 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 bang for time on plates, like you see on TV. That's the event going to hold at the range. It's the only one in the state. All these events we're holding the only ones in the state, so we should have a nice turnout. And we do encourage the public to come out, see the range, get involved, learn anything you need to know from the staff out there. Coming out with your own guns after you got these range passes. They're issued these rules. They go on the range. We have people out there that are qualified that instruct and help the shooters. If you don't need any help, we just watch safety. But you could come out there and shoot it on the pistol range, 7, 15, and 25, and you go over to rifle and shoot 50, 100, and 200 yards. So it's kind of a neat facility. Air gun archery. It's a very cool facility out there.
Well, you brought that up, the air gun. I know the younger kids, a lot of them are running around with those airsoft guns.
Right.
They look like AK-47s, all this, and instead of them shooting around the neighborhood, they could come out there and actually have targets and actually hit, shooting at actual targets and not lighting up my house. So they could actually do that, right?
Yeah, we actually have a 10-meter air gun range, which is
Right.
the Olympic length, but you can shoot the air pistols on there and things like that. It's more of a BB gun range. Now, on the rifle ranges, the kids have to be 10 years in age and older. On the air gun and the archery, they only have to be 8, and they have to have a parent with them. So, yeah, we're open for that. The kids take their BB guns out there, shoot them, have a great time.
Oh, that's awesome. So, hey, when we come back right after this break, I also want to ask him about what is the biggest demographic? Like, what has he seen the biggest rise since 2001?
That's a good one.
Because I'm very kind of interested to hear that answer. And we'll be right back here on the Sports Buzz with the Sideline.
Join us for an adventure weekdays at 4:30 and 8:30 on Buzz TV Network. Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach. Buzz TV Network is now the fastest growing new media outlet on the Space and Treasure Coast. Follow Buzz TV Network and tell a friend.
And you're back on the Sports Buzz, and again, we're here with Holden Chris. I mean, his parents got us with that. That is actually his name. It's not Holden, Chris. It's Holden Chris. So.
Yeah, it happens all the time. People
Right.
always joke about my name.
Right.
Oh, what is this now? What do I do with this? You got your name backwards.
Yeah, do I have it right? Yeah, you must have drove your teachers nuts in
Yeah,
school.
pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, before we went to the break, that was a question I wanted to ask you is, since you've joined, what seems to be the trending demographic of, like, what kind of people are signing up now?
Are you ready for this, ladies? You ready? As an example, on our Facebook page, more than half our likes, and there's a couple thousand there, are women. The demographics lately are a lot of women coming out and using the range. They could be from their 20s to their 50s and 60s. We have a whole group of ladies that comes out that are retired from one of these mobile home sections, parks around here, and they come out and shoot as a group together. So the interesting part is you get a lot of people out there at the range that are women. Also, you have a lot of single moms that are taking their kids out there for the shooting experience.
Right.
They'll actually either borrow a .22 from us, maybe shoot a couple times, buy another gun for themselves, or they're coming out with guns that they have, and they're giving their kids a chance, that father kind of experience if it's
Right.
the mom, and they're shooting with the kids and they love it. But a lot of women find that that once they come out and try this, that they're actually really good at it. And interesting part is you get a lot of folks come out there, guys will bring their girlfriends and their wives out there, and we'll give them the basics, or they'll give them the basics, and since they don't have any bad habits, they end up by out shooting the guys.
All right, now turning back to the tournaments. Like I said, everybody's doing tournaments. You hold tournaments now. Can you talk about the kind of tournaments you're holding? And then I would imagine with that new range that you're building, you're going to have a lot more tournaments with that.
Well, we've held off on a lot of tournaments, but through the years we've held tournaments in just about everything you can imagine. We're working right now with the 4-H club to put on a big clay tournament. Probably be about the 1st of January, somewhere right after the first year, we'll do that event. But competition-wise, there are groups that come out there that compete against each other all the time, and we plan to hold more events like the Sunshine State Games. These are the type of events that we hold because we want to draw people from all around. But as soon as we have things going, we're going to end up by putting more of these shooting events in that we'll hold in-house. We've done 5-stand tournaments and all types of things, but we're going to start doing more on a regular basis. This Rimfire Challenge comes up at the end of the month. The 17th and the 18th, we have the Sunshine State Games. The last Saturday of every month is this Rimfire Challenge that's open to kids to adults to come out with a .22 rifle and a .22 pistol and shoot these steel plates for time and have a lot of fun. We're on a brand new action pistol range, by the way.
Oh, nice. Now, what about, like, you also brought it up earlier in one of the earlier segments, you said maybe some of the seniors, they all come in as a group and shoot. Is there group discounts, anything like that?
Yeah, if they contact me, we can work a discount for them. But we do have a lot of groups out there. We have a men's group. I think it's from I can't remember the neighborhood. Anyways, all in blue shirts. We joke about it. They live in I think they live up right across the border up in Melbourne.
Okay.
In Palm Bay, and they all come down as a group together. 20 or 30 of them in the wintertime. They show up every Monday morning. They shoot for 2 hours. And then they go off for breakfast wherever they're going, and they have a lot of fun. We have women's groups that come out. We have muzzle loading groups that come out that shoot together. We have people doing instruction out there. We're open to everybody that wants to come out and shoot a gun safely.
Right. So that's kind of interesting. So you got the group of guys. It's like the same group of guys that might be golfing.
Yeah.
And they just trying to mix it up, and they want to do something else. And
absolutely. And you know what? It's very relaxing. It's an inner thing that you can do, that you can enjoy the precision and enjoy the fun. Everybody knows it's safe, so there's not that element in there to have to worry about anything going wrong, and they're just having a great time doing it.
Right. Now, one thing I always ask people that are doing anything like that you're doing, any kind of activity or group, what are the misconceptions maybe some people that you've heard out there that you'd like to maybe correct?
Well, the only misconception is people are concerned about the safety issues.
Okay.
And I want to reassure the public and everybody that we're having 30,000-40,000 shooters come through a year. Everything's safe, everything's controlled. There's baffles completely up over the ranges, so no rounds are getting out of the ranges. It's just a great way to enjoy firearms in a safe, responsible, fun way.
Right, and that's the key, is fun. I know a lot of people that have done it, and that's the thing, that it's fun. People do it actually as a recreational activity.
You should see people that have never been out there shooting come out with somebody, and the light bulb goes off. And so I'll ask them when they're all done, did you have fun? Oh, wow, I had a great time. This was a great experience. And that's what we have. We have a lot of people that have never tried it and have gotten into shooting. There are thousands of shooters using the range out there that have never owned a gun, have come out, given it a try, bought a gun or two, and come out and shot at the range. And we see them all the time now.
All right, now how can they contact you?
Okay, you can contact us at 772-581-4944. Our website is www.goshootingirc.com, and we're on 512, or about a mile east of 95, and our address is 10455 102nd Terrace, and it's in Sebastian. So right down at the end of 102nd Terrace, you keep going straight right into the shooting range.
All right. Now, when are you guys open?
We're open Thursday through Monday, 9 to 5, but you have to be there by 4 o'clock at the latest. And that's for the rifle, pistol, air gun, and archery. And like I said, we're going to be getting all these new clay facilities, so we're really excited. That's a lot of people have been waiting this for years to shoot skeet and trap it out of range. And now we're finally going to be able to provide it this year. All
right, awesome. Well, this is Holden Chris with the Indian River shooting range. Give them a call. Schedule an event out there. If you've never done it, go try it, because it seems like a lot of people that do it really like it and have some fun, and you might as well.
Yep.
It's very inexpensive for a good time, and we appreciate you coming on. And
thank you. I really enjoyed this. This is great. Come on out and join it. You'll find how much fun it is.
and come back after this. Jason will be back, and we'll be talking some more sports here on the Sports Buzz with the Sideline.
Attention, this important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday, for all of your furniture needs.
And get them out, hold them up.
That's your sideline pass. It's good. Once again, like it is each every time we take the airwaves and the TV waves. You're right back here with us on Buzz TV. In the studio with us is none other than Curtis Carpenter, campaign manager for Amelia Graves. And you know what I like about this? It's orange and blue. You know what to do. Curtis, how you doing today, buddy?
Good, man. How are you guys?
Not too bad. Now, you are a baseball guy.
Right.
If you guys don't know, if you haven't picked up the magazine, what are you doing? It's all over Indian River County. We've got issue number 7 or 8?
8.
8. Issue number 8 will be hitting the streets next week, and he is our baseball columnist, not communist, columnist. And he covers anything and everything. So with the baseball playoffs getting underway today, it's awesome. We got the Astros and Yankees, and who would have thought, Curtis, that the Yankees would even be involved?
well, the Yankees are involved for the first time in 3 years. You finally have baseball in the Bronx again.
Right.
And who would have thought the Astros would be there? That's kind of the kicker for me.
2 years removed from triple-digit losses.
Right.
111 2 years ago.
That's exactly right. So tonight you see Dallas Keuchel facing off against Masahiro Tanaka. And I think it's going to be a great pitching matchup, not only tonight, but through the entire playoffs. I mean,
Kazoo height. By the way. Who you got?
Well, I'm a big guy on the Yankees, even though I'm a Red Sox guy. It's just the Yankees always seem to win these games. Like, take it back to '78 with Bucky freaking Dent in hitting that home run. And just seriously, I mean, it's the Yankees always win this game, this kind of a game. However, I mean, they're coming in. They've kind of been slumping. What, they lose 6 or 7 or 7 of their last 8. So it's kind of tough. And then you have Sabathia news coming out, which is very odd timing. You couldn't wait one day. I mean, I understand. I mean, if he's got the issue, he's got to do it. Got to take care of it. I mean, it was the right thing to do. It's just kind of odd timing. But I just think the Yankees are going to do it. I mean, it's hard to look at it with them having that slump, and you have Keuchel pitch in Dallas. He's pitched, 16 innings against them, hasn't given up an earned run.
That's exactly right.
He's 2-0 against the Yankees so far. But he's pitching on 1 day's less rest. It is the playoffs. Astros haven't been in there before. The Yankees have lived in the playoffs their entire, franchise's history. So it's that whole kind of those old baseball ghosts, the Yankee baseball gods come down and the ghost of Mickey Mantle comes down. They get the right bounce. Everything goes their way. I'm going to say the Yankees are going to win this game.
Yogi Berra with passing him. They got something to play for, Curtis.
Yeah, they have something to play for. Now, the Astros have a great home record, especially Keuchel, 15-0 at home this year, but they're on the road, and they don't fare so well on the road. The Yankees playing in Yankee Stadium with all the things going on. I like the pesky Astros, but you can't go against the Yankees in a game like this.
But I got to tell you, speed kills. And you're looking at Jose Altuve. I mean, he gets out of the box to third base on a triple in 11 seconds. Yeah. He averages 20 miles per hour, and he's running. That little guy can blaze. So if they can get the sticks hot, I mean, anything can happen, Curtis.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, let's see, can Tanaka stay hot? Can Keuchel stay hot? I think this is going to be a low-scoring game. Speed kills, but once again, the mystique of Yankee Stadium in the playoffs. I cannot go against the Yankees at home.
You talk about the youth movement and speed kills with the Astros. How about the veteran leadership of the Yankees, though? I mean, you've got guys up and down that roster's been there before. You've got Alex Rodriguez, who's had one heck of a season. He could be comeback player of the year if they're going to give it to a guy who was suspended for drugs. Just saying.
It's kind of hard to give it as, hey, you're the comeback player because you were suspended. It's kind of hard to give him that comeback.
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. You be comeback player of the year.
That's going to be a very interesting award to see how they do that, because he technically should, but it's kind of a weird thing to do. But the interesting thing is with Sabathia coming out was he's the guy that is almost the spokesperson for the Yankees. Who would have thought that? Beginning of the year, the Yankees hated this guy, wanted him to go away. Everybody was saying he might get 200 at-bats. Nobody was thinking 30 home runs and putting up the stat line he did. And now he's the clubhouse team leader. I don't know. Cats living with dogs. What's going on? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Getting along.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. This Yankee team is weird, and I don't know what else to say about it.
Well, CC Sabathia, those you don't know, has checked into an alcohol rehab treatment facility, and that's why he'll be missing the entire postseason. That's a huge dent to that pitching rotation for the Yankees. But let's stay in the AL. I like the Blue Jays. I mean, they've got more problems in that lineup that can hurt you, and so many things that can happen, more than a Volkswagen emissions test.
Yeah, I mean, you have the offense and the pitching. You have probably the AL MVP and Josh Donaldson at third. You have Bautista hitting, Tulowitzki. Then on the pitching side, you've got David Price, who just is the guy that just never ages. I mean, every year he goes out, low ERA, high win total, does his business. You never hear about him, and Now, my pick for the World Series this year, even being a Dodger fan, is I think the Blue Jays win it all.
Wow, you hear that? What do you think?
Well, I think they have the deep offensive lineup, and like you said, then you have those pitchers that are big game pitchers. So like when we go to the National League, it's why I kind of like the Cubs if they can get out of this. They have Lester, who hasn't done well. You know, you got a couple of these teams that are like that. They have players that are big game guys. Maybe during the season they haven't done their thing, but they're big game players. So that's what we're waiting on.
Don't forget Arrieta.
Yes. Yeah.
We're in the AL, guys. We haven't gotten to the NL side. Stay with me.
We're getting excited.
I got to tell you. And my joke I was trying to say about the Blue Jays is they put up more crooked numbers than a Volkswagen emissions test. Just saying. Don't go there. When we come back, we're going to talk NL baseball side of the playoffs. Man, it's a great time of year. NFL, NBA's getting ready to start off. NHL, I see ya. Baseball playoffs. It's the postseason, baby. Right here at the sideline on Buzz TV.
Buzz TV Network is now the fastest growing new media outlet on the Space and Treasure Coast. Follow Buzz TV Network and tell a friend.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Marsha. Hi, I'm Penny Chandler.
I'm Freddie Wolford.
I am Barbara Hoffman.
And I'm Gregory Simpson.
I'm here with Police Chief David Curry.
You're in good company on VeroBuzzTV.com, Vero Beach's local TV station on the internet.
I just love it.
Tell a friend.
We love y'all!
And welcome back to the Sideline Show right here on Buzz TV. We're in the final turn of the show. I know it goes so much fast when you're having a lot of time and having a lot of fun talking about sports. He's Curtis Carpenter, campaign director, campaign manager, campaign entrepreneur for Amelia Graves, who's seeking her re-election for city council.
That's right. Yep. She ran in 2013. Won a seat. I obviously think she did a fantastic job running again this year. Don't forget to vote November 3rd. It's a Tuesday. Amelia Graves, City Council.
You know, what's funny is you did an article coming up for our magazine that's hitting the streets next week, and you kind of talk about voting. And when it happens with the Cy Young and the MVP and Hall of Fame, everybody who's allowed to vote, they come out and vote, Derek. Yep. But you don't see that so much in the regular election. What's up with that?
That's exactly right. We're going to look at about a 28% voter turnout in Vero Beach. Sebastian's even worse. It'll be about a 15% voter turnout. So in Vero, the campaign that I'm running, we see one of about every 3 registered voters showing up to vote, and it's a travesty.
Right, it really is, especially on the local side. I mean, these guys are affecting your daily life now.
Exactly.
All right, this is a sports show, right? And we're talking about voters coming out. So can we tell the people that don't come out to vote, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
NBC's Jimmy Fallon on a study claiming that David Beckham and his wife Victoria Beckham are richer than Queen Elizabeth, Curtis. In other words, Posh Spice is doing it better than Old Spice. So let's get to the NL side of the playoffs. Marinate on that for a minute. We got our Dodgers. We're huge Dodger fans. We got the Red Sox guy. We're going to have to leave him out of this segment. But just kidding. The Dodgers are going to take on the Mets and what could be a knockdown, drag-out NLDS. 2 great staffs coming in this game.
Yep. Many times in the last 30 years or so, the Dodgers and the Mets have played each other in the playoffs. I think of 86 and 88.
Yes.
88. This is 88. Oh, man. It's just going to be 88 again. But you're going to see Jacob deGrom face most likely Clayton Kershaw. He wasn't officially named the starter for Game 1, but it looks like that's the path they're going to take. And then Game 2, you get Zach Greinke. So we've got that 1-2 punch for the Dodgers. Let's hope that go up 2-0 before we go on the road to New York.
Nice.
All right,
300 strikeouts.
2 Dodger guys. All right, how many different lineups are you going to have in a 7-game series with the Mets?
7. I guarantee it will be 7 different lineups.
Maybe 14. You can pitch hit, you can double switch. There's a lot of things Don Mattingly can do. And here's the thing for me is how about the youth movement?
It's great.
You got J-Roll, a veteran, but he's not getting a start at shortstop.
That's right. Corey Seager got named the starter at shortstop. Jimmy Rollins, there was an article about him today, and he said, obviously I'm not thrilled about it, but it's all for the team. It's not the name on the back, it's the name on the front. Consummate professional, Jimmy Rollins. I'm so glad to have him on the team. Great coming off the bench, switch hit bat. But Corey Seager, talk about this kid.
Amazing what this guy can do with the stick. Being as young as he is and getting starts at the top level and having success this fast. We got him and Jock Pederson and the Dodgers doing these big things already.
Right. Unfortunately, Peterson's kind of dropped off the radar, but you see this guy, Corey Seager, he's come in. He's played in 27 games. He's got 17 RBIs. He's batting over 350. What more can you ask for out of the kid? He's just an unbelievable hitter. He's great on defense as well. Turning double plays. I mean, he's got some range. The youth movement's alive in LA, man.
Obviously, we're taking the Dodgers in this series. You going against us or sticking with us?
No, I'm going to stick with you, although I'm very curious to see if you can keep changing your lineups in the playoffs and win. It would be one of the first times that's ever really done. Usually you're sticking with it. You might have a guy you play against a lefty pitcher as opposed to a righty pitcher. There's usually one guy on a team, but not shuffling your whole lineup like game to game. You don't have that consistency. It's going to be tough to win in the playoffs.
Derek and I are both former baseball players, and it's hard when you're not getting the at-bats in the week. And I'm still shocked at how well the Dodgers have done this year with giving limited at-bats to certain guys or moving them around the lineup. Baseball is a game of consistency and routine, and Mattingly's really shuffled this thing up. So it will be interesting to see if the Dodgers can pull it out.
It's a different game. I said it earlier, it's a youth movement. These guys are old school mentality. I'm telling you, you know what to do. Put your money on the blue. Dodgers Royals, but I'm picking to be in the World Series. Let's move over to the wild card game. How about the Cubs and Pirates?
Right, the Cubs and Pirates are playing. I believe that game is Wednesday night.
Right.
You have Garrett Cole for the Pirates, and Jake Arrieta is going to pitch for the Cubs. And you've got Arrieta, who might win the Cy Young this year. He's got the second best ERA in the league, the most wins. Phenomenal pitcher, kind of came out of nowhere. Was he a Red Sox? Wasn't he a Red Sox?
And they in their system, part of all the trades and everything that brought everybody in.
He was an Oriole. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he was with the Orioles, and they gave him up for a dozen bats or something like that. Now the guy's gonna. No, that's a Red Sox move. And now it looks like the guy's gonna win a Cy Young, possibly. Facing Garrett Cole, another great young youth movement pitcher. It's going to be amazing. I mean, these playoffs, the pitching in these playoffs are going to be unreal.
Phenomenal. If you're a young guy playing baseball, you want to come up watching these games, you're going to learn a lot. And when you speak about youth movement in baseball, you got to look at the Chicago Cubs lineup up and down, all these fresh faces coming out and getting it done for Joe Madden in his first year.
Yeah, Chris Bryant's unreal. You got Javi Baez on the side. Castro for the Cubs. I mean, it's just a young, good team. Madden managing them. They're really, really good, and they're going to make a good push, too.
We're going to have you back, but it probably won't be till the next round. Who are you taking in the first round?
So in the first round, I have, I said before, the Yankees are going to win, I believe. And then I think the Cubs will probably pull out the wild card game.
Wow.
So we'll go with that. Next week, I'll give you tips on who's going to win the next round.
Curtis Carpenter knows what to do. He's a campaign manager for Amelia Gray. She won the first time around. She's up for her second bid. I'm going to put my money on her. You know what to do. You put your money on the blue. His has every team he's picked is blue except for the Yankees.
Yeah.
So it's black and blue.
Except for the Yankees will be going to play the Royals. So then I'm sure he's going to then pick the Royals.
So there you go.
Keep his blue streak
alive. If you go against Curtis, you might end up black and blue. Well, thanks for tuning in. That's going to do it all for us this week. We hope to see you back here on the sideline at Buzz TV next week. Have a great weekend.
Attention, this important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
One-of-a-kind videos, unique perspectives, original programming, only on Buzz TV Network. Spread the word and tell a friend.